Today, Split Rock Quarry is a secluded spot known for its hiking and biking trails. It's a place to get away from the traffic and bustle of nearby Syracuse. In the early 1900s, this spot was one of the busiest in the area. It was home to one of the largest TNT plants in the country. Chemists, engineers, and laborers worked around the clock, surrounded by some of the most dangerous chemicals and explosive compounds imaginable at the time.
It was a thing that everybody in this county knew about, but nobody else outside the county really understood what was going on up here. And they were into TNT, picric acid, which were high explosives. They were into making other things, probably poison gas.
And the quiet serenity of this spot today couldn't be more different from the night of July 2nd, 1918. A night no one could have imagined.
But what happened is a fire starts in one of the factories. Two workmen are working there, they see it, they sound the alarm. Now, the first duty, according to the Split Rock manual for Summit Salve, is to run for your life. But all the men from the picric acid factory, which is a separate factory, come running to the TNT factory and try to put out this fire. Also, all the guards show up to try to put out the fire. Water pressure dies, and the explosion occurs.
An explosion so large the foundations of buildings in downtown Syracuse more than 5 miles away shook.
But like 3, 4, 5 ton, nobody really knows how much TNT went up at once. It terrified everybody downtown, terrified everybody in the city of Syracuse, and everybody knew immediately what had happened.
This explosion was so huge that on Onondaga Hill, which is about 2 or 3 miles from here, one lady who was a small child at the time was walking along Onondaga Boulevard, and she saw a building rise up out of the air into the sky, totally intact, on fire, and just disintegrate and come down crashing into the earth.
Officially, 50 men lost their lives, but John Hiernick and Richard Miller say that several records they have uncovered show that there were 60 bodies. The cause of the fire is still unclear after all these years, and multiple theories have come forward.
Was the company just blowing up their own buildings? Was it sabotage? I mean, that's the mystery, but we do know 60 men lost their lives that night.
In the years since the explosion, many of the original structures have been torn down or grown over. The tunnels are dark and the hills quiet, but they may not be empty.
A lot of people will tell you that they come up here and they'll see ghosts that are different colors because the people that worked up here, the acids would change their skin color. White people were yellow, black people were green. So when they see these ghosts up on the ledge, supposedly they are these colors.
Neighbors near the quarry tell stories of strange noises late at night and sights they can't explain. Others tell of sudden chills or cold spots on warm summer nights.
One night I came up here on July 2nd, anniversary of the explosion, and I parked down by Tripoli landfill, and I saw a light coming toward me. I figured it was somebody walking a dog. I just want to make sure. And he came up rather fast, and I thought that was kind of odd, but down by Tripoli there aren't any landmarks, so I wasn't too sure if he was just walking fast or it was just my imagination. But as the light approached the fence, it was blinding me. I put my hand up to shield myself from it, and I was about to say hi, and the light went off and nobody was there, and there was no place to hide.
There definitely there's a sense of something here. Somebody that is sensitive to that sort of activity does feel that there's something up here. Of course, there's 50 souls up here.
The strange stories and events at the site led to at least one attempted exorcism, although the man who conducted it was himself surrounded by mystery.
This priest came up during the day. We weren't with him, and he was an interesting fellow because every time I talked to him, he had a different name and he was at a different church.
He performed the exorcism alone, and little is known about what took place. On a later visit to the quarry, the mysterious priest felt that his efforts were not entirely in vain.
He felt there was something up here and he felt he cleaned it.